Hello, my name is Emma, and in today's lesson, I am going to teach you some expressions that might not be the most polite, but that are very, very useful and common, actually. These expressions all have to do with the word shit. As you may know, shit in English is considered a bad word or a swear word. Even though it's considered this, many people use the word shit in many different ways. Shit is actually one of the most useful expressions because you can use it when you're angry, when you're happy, to describe your house, to describe your car. There are so many different ways we use the word shit. So this video is actually called number 2. And the reason why it's called talking more shit number 2 is because I've made a previous video with a lot of other shit expressions, and I just found there were so many in English, I wanted to add more to your vocabulary. Just as an aside, just a side note, number 2 is actually another way we say shit. It's actually a synonym of this, okay? So if you ever hear anyone talk about taking a number 2, it actually means they're taking a shit, okay? So let's get started and learn some more shitty expressions. So the first expression I want to teach you with the word shit, and I'm sure I'm going to say the word shit a lot in this video, so just keep that in mind. The first expression I want to teach you is scared shitless, okay? So scared shitless means you are very scared of something, okay? So it means you're terrified, you're so scared. An example of this is if you saw a ghost, okay? When I saw the ghost, I was scared shitless. I couldn't move. I was scared shitless. Have you ever seen a scary movie that has scared you shitless? For me, I guess it was the movie The Exorcist. That scared me shitless. Okay. So, very scared. We have another expression with the word shit. To be in deep shit. To be in deep shit. So if you are in deep shit, it means you are in trouble. Okay? If you are in shit, deep shit means you're in a lot of trouble. So let's look at an example. I lost $10,000. Okay, imagine this. At the casino. So I spent all my money, $10,000 at the casino. Now I have a lot of problems. I'm in deep shit. It means I have a lot of problems. I have big trouble, okay? Deep shit. Another expression, very common expression actually, is shitload. And you can talk about a shitload of something. A shitload means you have a lot, okay? If I have a shitload of friends, it means I have a lot of friends. If I have a shitload of books, it means I have many books, okay? Toronto has a shitload of people. Okay, I would never use these expressions maybe in front of my teacher. These are expressions I would use with my friends. And so I might say, oh yeah, Toronto has a shitload of people. It has a shitload of restaurants. Okay, it means it has a lot. So here's an example with me. I have a shitload of DVDs. I have a lot of DVDs. Our next expression is probably one of my favorites on this list. When shit hits the fan. Okay, so shit hit the fan. What does this mean? When shit hits the fan, it means all these dramatic, crazy, insane things are happening. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine I went to work and at my work, maybe 5 people, they don't like their job, so they quit. So now maybe it's just me and my boss, okay? And then maybe my boss has a terrible day. Maybe there's a lot of trouble at my company. There's a lot of problems. When my boss gets really angry, I could say, shit hit the fan. when the situation becomes at its most insane, its most crazy, we say shit hit the fan. Okay, so let's look at an example of this. Shit hit the fan when Ken came to work drunk. So when Ken came to work drunk, the situation became very dramatic. Shit hit the fan. It became very dramatic, okay? If you have two people who are married, and unfortunately maybe one of the people has a secret girlfriend or boyfriend, when the person finds out about the secret boyfriend or girlfriend, that person's going to be very angry. Shit will hit the fan. The situation will become very dramatic. Okay, so let's look at some more shitty expressions. So our next expression is shits, and that's right, shit has an S here. Let's be aware of that. Shits and giggles, okay? A giggle is a type of laugh, okay? It's a laugh that maybe children do, or, hee hee hee. That's a giggle. It's a little laugh. So shits and giggles actually has to do with the idea of fun. When we do something for shits and giggles, it means we do something for no reason other than fun, okay? So imagine if I stole a car. I stole the car not because I wanted money for it, not because I needed a car, but if I just stole a car for fun, I could say I stole the car for shits and giggles. I did it for shits and giggles. I did it for fun. Okay, so this usually explains the reason why you did something. Our next expression, I shit you not. Okay, I shit you not. If you tell someone, I shit you not, it means I am being honest. I am not lying. This is true. I shit you not means this is true. Okay, so imagine if I told you, I just saw a ghost. If it was true, I could say, I shit you not, I just saw a ghost. I just saw an alien, I shit you not. It's true. Okay. The next expression, very, very common expression, feel like shit. Okay, this is probably the most common expression on our whole list. If you feel like shit, it means you feel bad. You do not feel good, you feel bad. Either you feel sad or you feel sick. So here's an example. I'm sick. I feel like shit. I drank too much last night. I feel like shit. I have the flu. I feel like shit. My boyfriend broke up with me. I feel like shit. Okay, so very common expression. And again, please, please, please do not use these in front of children. Do not use these in formal business meetings. These expressions are to be used with your friends, with other students, not in formal situations. Okay. The next expression, shit bricks. Okay, to shit bricks. Shit bricks is actually a verb. In this case, shit acts as a verb. If you shit bricks, it means similar to being scared shitless. It means you're very, very scared. Okay? So imagine this. Imagine I have a boss and I'm terrified of my boss. My boss is a very, very scary person. I can say, when my boss talked to me, if I'm worried maybe my boss is unhappy with me, I might be scared shitless and I might shit bricks. Okay? So when my boss talked to me, I usually shit bricks. Now in this case, you might notice, why is it written shat? Shat rhymes with cat. Well, if you look at the word talked, we have ed here. This is talking about the past tense, okay? So talked is in the past. Shit, the past tense of shit is shat. Yesterday, I shat bricks because I saw a ghost. Yesterday, I shat bricks when I saw the alien, okay? And again, I'm not crazy. I really didn't see a ghost. I didn't see an alien. Just some examples. All right, next example. When you shit on someone. okay? If you shit on someone, it means that you are not treating them nice. You're not being friendly, you're being unfriendly. You're being very mean, not nice, okay? So shit on someone is not a good thing. Example, imagine if your boss is always yelling at you, is always screaming at you. You could say, my boss is always shitting on me. I'm tired of it. My parents are always shitting on me. My friends are always shitting on me. So it means when they're treating you very badly, okay? Finally, our last expression, up shit creek, okay? Up shit creek. When you are up shit creek, so you are be up shit creek, this means that you have big problems, big troubles, okay? It's similar to deep shit in deep shit. So for example, imagine this. I'm taking the TOEFL test, okay? I'm taking a big test and I fail and I can't get into the university I want to. I might say, oh no, if I fail, I'll be up shit creek. I will have problems if I fail. If I miss my test, I will be up shit creek. If I steal from someone and they find out, I'll be up shit creek, okay? If I quit my job and I have no job, I'll be up shit creek. So it means when you have big problems. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. To practice these expressions, I invite you to come check out our website at www.engvid.com. There you will find a quiz and you can practice all of these expressions, okay? If you don't practice, you will be up shit creek because you won't remember these expressions. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There you will find a shitload of videos, okay? Videos you can watch on different subjects, including the first part of this video. You can find that there, and you can learn more shitty expressions, all right? You can take our quiz also for shits and giggles, just for fun. So thank you again for watching. Until next time, take care.